Whoa, bro. What did the bank say you is on hoes? Just kidding, just kidding. Scott had made it clear that he was gonna be a good guy, just as God asked him to be. And if he were to get whipped and shit like that, it would embarrass planet Earth for an eternity. But some say due to the real God's way. On one side, he would have all the top pop singers. On the other side, he would have all the prettiest princesses. And with that comes the story of Quasimodo. See, back in the olden day, back in the olden days, Scotty had to play. He had to make his name. Like the two nuclear bombs, Fatty Boy and that other one with a name. Scott Robinson had a game to play. He said, "No, I do not think lowly of the heavens, but I do wish to do well upon this earth. And for that, I remind you of the biblical word. During some sort of fear hexagon-ic substance that makes you all come in for the rumbling." Scott Robinson was an extremely successful man. If he was to be the top of eternities and we saw a double man, damn, he's one who died. Bass God, won't you make me run my decade safely? Bass God, won't you help me run my thing safely? So Scott Robinson, I'm actually the responsibilist, the one to run it on his own. Scott Robinson, I'm an enthusiast, buy my drone. It's how we saw it here. It's how we saw it there. Scott told he was the best guy, so no one was scared. The White House said, "Hey, we're even a place to say we're the best." They offer him a couple swings and shit, but you don't award to early elementary kid. Don't rhyme that and that, but hey, I gotta say it. Coming in here and man, I'm gonna play it. I have the understood knowledge for an eternity to be the #1 rapper and tell you that if there's ever a Quasimodo, I treat him oh so sweetly. So Scott Robinson, he runs the game oh so swiftly. He's the guy on top and he's insisting he's leading. But you must be good to the biblical extent, is what he meant. So the tame-hooking Italian, you don't discredit him for his damn Catholic rule. You curse every other one. And if your country had this identity, it would have the steam to win in continued locomotion. Okay, not locomotion. Locomotion is a metaphor. You're supposed to think of a little train. We're in locomotion. We're crossing the state. We're gonna have to make a toot-toot train with very silent noise and very silent doors that sound like tutu. Who put that on his name? This Quasimodo willing to add guide Scott Robinson man. It was a little bit fucked. He didn't have to get the chicks. But as long as they aspired to being the class who's on Quasimodo's side, point gats at their face and say, "You on Quasimodo's side?" That's how we fight in the streets. It gets pretty tough when the anti-Quasimodo guy wants to hurt bluff. Yeah, it rhymed, but it so be it. Scott was for the better sources of it. All for the best. And for the worst comes a bunch of regret. I'm an insane rapper, I'm gonna have to rap here. The viewers of Quasimodo actors were pretty high-end pal. And I rap well for you all. Okay, I'm gonna bust it as soon as the beat starts. Wait. Gotta face it, uh-oh, gets terrible, then you gotta face it, uh-oh, gets worse when we get back to the basics, you go say the wrong shit and get your face split. The pressure, I love it so I thought I knew those lyrics. Well, I can't rap it. Thought I knew like a verse. Uh-oh. What does he say? Uh-oh, it's worth it. Get back to the basics. You go say the wrong shit and get your face split. With that smell of victory, love so much I can taste it. Fuck, I can't rap. But I knew that verse off memory. Okay, you know the artistic occurrence where you can do a verse off memory, but you can't do it with your mouth. Yeah, I'm there. But earlier I rapped scared. Cause I had to say, send a wave and make them all care. I was an amateur rapper once. I know how to rule the game. And it's to uphold this Maserati with fame. Quasimodo by Maserati. Whoever he was, he had me treated well and so gently. Interesting. I don't know how to get a Maserati sent to me. You'll have to bring me around the office. We'll have to be able to send the Maserati authorization somewhere. And after it's somewhere, I'll see if it'll give me drive. Who cares about the likely terrorist act on the biggest Edmonton star? There's a problem. I burst in bigness. The whole city, I burst in violence. They said violence is that of a lesser man. And here comes the worst of terrorism, man. Uh-oh, you gotta face it. I go back to the basics. You go say the wrong shit and get your face split. The smell of victory, I love it so much I can taste it. Could pop it. So Scott had just been a fool at the top, saying he spent most of his time driving like he wanted to a lot. But after a long time, they said, should we get this ruler of rhyme? After a long time, they wanted to get Dr. Z. They said it was such a funny name because he was maxing out street. And if you could detect one single sign, you're getting them. Well, all he has to do is completely oversee that you're getting them and escape at the right time. No, in the hood it wasn't funny. I could go there and find a weed dime So we're saying, it's Dr. Z. He called himself that name, but he's Maximum Street. So they beat him to the ground. It was the saddest thing ever. He was so straight. It was not for Canada's seasonal weather. And eventually they beat up Dr. Z. They beat him so bad, his shoulder was bigger than the other one. So he made some calls. First one straight to Notre Dame, to understand that it is fame. He would be one to blame. So they beat him up, but he was fan favorited by so many. He was once a 22B, oh, now he's a 7B. And as the 7 weighed up there to pack a Mac 11, Scott said, let's smoke Jesus stressing. So that's what we smoke with the cannabis. Stress and stress that Jesus left in the heft of all the rest of the planet egocentric. What was wrong with Scott up there? It was that the treatment had to be the most feminine, and with that you had to be scared. He was the Quasimodo artist. Hey Disney, I'm not a Disney rapper, right? But Disney, do you want to work with a rapper? So I would make me Quasimodo. There's a problem. We can do it exactly as I wrote it on my wall earlier, with captivating bigger eyes than before he was beaten. Like he's beaten and then he has captivating bigger eyes. Even though they're completely gross to look at, they're just captivating bigger. You can make him have a star figure. But anyways, yeah, you make this good Quasimodo with me. And then when you beat up the eyes, it goes to probably a bigger, interesting, captivating, bigger eye. Maybe drawing. It knows all you guys. So I don't know how it really went. I was up there, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, Demi Moore, Dua Lipa, and Katy Perry. Well, that was one tower. Due to safety and security of more than an hour, I can't tell you of the people in the prettiest princess thing. See, every princess knew it could buy a new look. But some were top on power and said, how could they have beaten those crooks? Well, this is fucking Mixtape. This is very fucking Mixtape, where I chose to worship Quasimodo. And I made a song called Quasimodo, and I said, hey, if I ever get beaten in abominable police rape, may they understand they won't fail, 'cause the tongue treats the head so delicately well. The meaning of feminine, the meaning of having it all. Take a tinkle. You were stupid if you didn't think it was right. The Dr. Z's Quasimodo story was in the Christmas light tinkle. Tingle, 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 tingle. There'll be another side, yo. We're on a scrummage fucking planet. I'm not putting a date on no Paris attack, yo. 'Cause up here it's real. To make a Quasimodo, if you made that his meal. Up here, it's real. I'm saying to your nasal, the whole deal. Scott Robinson, 100 million a year to make sure so Quasimodo hit, and it's all for the film. Oh please, oh please, oh please, don't beat me to Quasimodo. My case is on the side for Quasimodo.